Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome to another quick shot review for Cheap Shot Entertainment, and this is episode number 268. So you're listening on the podcasting channel, then thank you very much to join us, and if you're new, you know what to do. Make sure you follow that. If you're on the normal channels, i.e. quick shot reviews on YouTube, then thank you for joining us there. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do. And the podcasting channel being Talk is Cheap. So today's movie is Wicked Little Letters, a British comedy movie starring Olivia Coleman and Jessie Buckley, depicting the crazy real life story. It's not a story. It did actually happen in the 1920s after the First World War, of the poison letters, the poison pen letters of Littlehampton, and it portrays two different types of people. One being very conservative, Bible reading, conservative family who believe that women should know their place, and the other character played by Jessie Buckley being the Irish immigrant who people do know but blame for everything because she's not like them. A story that's been told many, many times, but not in this sort of style. And, you know, being profoundly British and watching Carry On movies and all that kind of stuff, I do miss British comedies. They're so good. And so is this one. And I get the feeling that a lot of people who have scored this lower than it should be, really, in my opinion, and it is just my opinion, are people that don't really get British humour. Yes, the F-bomb is dropped quite a few times, and perhaps a little bit too much, but we are talking about a conservative person who's trying to be profane in the letters. So, you know, it's the story of, like I say, the poison pen letters. It is a film that doesn't feel like the 2 hour plus runtime because it was so good that I only thought it was about an hour and a half, but apparently not. But yeah, it does. It does. It keeps you entertained all the way through. It never stops. You definitely, it definitely creates an atmosphere where you feel for the characters. You resonate with the characters. Basically, it is Rose, who is played by Jessie Buckley, who gets blamed for the poison pen letters because, like I say, she's different. But it is the women of the town who then go on an investigation because they don't believe that she's done it. And the big reveal, I won't spoil, you know, is quite fun at the end. And again, you feel for that character, and they're basically the heel of this film, the antagonist. It also stars Jana Vasan playing the lady police officer, or just police officer, Joanna Scullin playing Anne, Gemma Jones playing Victoria, Malachi Kirby as Bill, Eileen Atkins as Mabel, and Timothy Spall as Edward. So yes, you've got a lot of British talent in this film, and it is funny, it is heartwarming, it is heartbreaking at times, and you really get a feel for how different times were. And we're talking 100 years in the past. It's not that long ago how things were very different. It was around the time of the suffragette movement where women were literally starving themselves to gain the vote, gain the right to vote in elections and things like that, which is absolutely insane. And I say this to all young ladies, when you do get the chance to vote, do vote. Women fought for your vote, and they fought hard and they lost their lives to gain that vote. So you know that is off the cusp here, but that is the way I think of that. But the film itself, like I say, it's set in a different time, but it's done in a very, very fun way, which depicts how women were treated, but it does it in a way that's not in your face. It's history. This is how things happened, and you can believe this is how things happened. It's a very original film as well. Not in storyline, because we've had a lot of stories where people have been blamed for stuff, and then you know because they're different and all that kind of stuff. But it's done in a very British way. It's shot beautifully, and Thea Sharrock has done a fantastic job with this film. Sure to be one of those modern British classics. It's cheeky, it's funny, it's punchy, and it's sure to put a smile on your face. And it's not one for the weak of heart if you do not like profanity, because that is the whole point. These poison pen letters are very profane, and that's how Rose gets accused of writing the letters. But it also brings to light the uh, forward-thinking nature of one police officer who uses different techniques that weren't used at the time, and were just frowned upon. When that wouldn't stand up in court and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I was on the edge of my seat, and it is absolutely wicked fun. I've not heard an audience laugh in unison like that for a long time. And every time I say this, it's a good thing, that people feel comfortable enough to laugh at funny things, and that is great with this film. Um, so yeah, would I suggest you go and watch this film? Absolutely, as long as you get the British humour of this film, then yes, absolutely, go and watch it. Filming locations. They actually filmed in Littlehampton in Sussex as well, which is um, where the crimes took place. And I did say earlier that it took it was a couple of hours long. It's not. It's just shy of 2 hours. So it's a case of getting all its stuff done and being good while it does it, because it doesn't need a long time to get everything done. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Support the cinemas, support this film. There are big releases as well at this time, but I believe this one does need your attention. You will love it. Absolutely. I am dead certain of that. But if you have seen the film, it's only just come out. If you've seen the film, let us know. If you haven't, and you're planning on going to watch it, then enjoy. I've booked my next film. It is Madam Web, with some hesitation, but there is nothing else on that I can go and see, that's on at a decent time for me to go and see. So I've given in and I've booked Madam Web. So expect that review. And for every great film, there's sure to be something that you're not so keen on. But there you go. That's cinema, isn't it? For I love this. People might not. Same with Madam Web. Some people may love it. And I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to reserve my thoughts on that film until I've actually seen the film and I can make a I can give some thought on it. Anyway, that is my little review of Wicked Little Letters, and I hope you go on to see this one because it is very good. And I will see you next time on Talk is Cheap podcast and Quick Shot Reviews on YouTube. Goodbye.
Hiya!